Hi from me, my stuffed animals, and Markle. And happy day 2 of the Made of Magic Readathon. We had a really hectic day yesterday, so I didn't really get to do anything for the Readathon until later yesterday evening. So the Readathon for me kind of started with the pumpkin paint night, which was so much fun. Zoe hosted it on her channel and we just painted pumpkins and did reading sprints at the same time. Everyone's pumpkins that I've seen so far are so cute. Mine is like almost done. I got a little more than halfway done with it during the live show, and I think I'm gonna sit down sometime today and maybe try to finish painting it. I feel like it's turning out really cute though. I'm like obsessed with frogs right now, and so I did little frogs on my pumpkin and I love them. The reason I'm obsessed with frogs is 100% because of Animal Crossing. I just recently got a frog villager on my island. Her name is Lily and she's so cute. And also there's just like a bunch of really cute frog items like for decorating. But yeah, that's the reason for frogs on my pumpkin. Before I talk about anything else, I'm gonna show you what my TBR for the weekend is. We have 2 reading prompts. One is to read something magical and then the other one is to read a book with purple on the cover. So this one honestly could fit for both of those prompts, but I'm going to be reading Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is a really fun cover and also has red sprayed edges. I started this one on audio last night during the live show and I'm about 50% of the way through right now. This is really cute and silly and cozy so far. It's about this girl who is desperate for work, and one day she ends up running into this villain that her town is terrified of, and she ends up becoming his assistant and working for him. Every day for work she goes to his manor house and he'll be like torturing someone in the next room while she's like filing paperwork. There's also a bunch of like other guards and employees that he has. There's a dragon and the dragon's caretaker. There's also a frog named Kingsley that can understand English and stuff, and he communicates through holding up signs that say things on them. There's a romance going on. I'm having a really fun time. I think if I had to rate it right now it would be 4 stars. But we still have half of the book to go, so like this definitely has potential to be a 5-star book. So I'm doing this one for purple on the cover. And then for the prompt to read something magical, I picked Garlic and the Witch by Brie Paulson. I think I'm probably gonna read this tomorrow. This is the sequel to Garlic and the Vampire, which I read last year and loved. I gave it 5 stars. Garlic is literally just so sweet. She has anxiety, so I definitely relate to her. But even though she has anxiety, she's the hero and she like conquers her fears anyway. I was just going to keep my TBR to 1 book originally, but I thought it'd be more fun to kind of have like some variety. And also a graphic novel like this where it's not very long and graphic novels go by quickly anyway, I figured it was kind of the perfect thing to read during a shorter type of readathon. And then for photo prompts, yesterday the photo prompt was to post a picture of your TBR. This is what my picture turned out like. Today's photo prompt is super fun. It's called Choose Your Destiny. This morning Zoe and I posted the Choose Your Destiny kind of like instructions and everything that you need to do it. What it is there are 4 tarot cards that are flipped over so you can't see what's on the other side of them. You just have to pick one at random, or whichever one you're like called to, and then when you swipe to the next graphic it shows all of them flipped over, and whichever card you picked you have to post a picture of a book that correlates to that card somehow. So it's very much up to everyone's own interpretation, and so far there have been so many fun and like beautiful pictures. Since I made the graphic, I know where all of the cards are, but I still want to post a picture, so I have a kind of like fun way to choose a card that I'm gonna do in a second. Before I do that though, I wanted to kind of tell you what my plans for the day are, because it's a busy but also like super fun day. My in-person book club is tonight at 6:30. I volunteered to bring a charcuterie board and we're also doing pumpkin painting there. So I'm just gonna bring a smaller pumpkin to paint. My friend Rachel is also part of this in-person book club with me, and we are actually leaving a little bit early from book club to go to our local roller skating rink because they're doing a Taylor Swift night. You're supposed to dress up in like an Eras Tour outfit or like a Taylor Swift themed outfit. They're gonna have games and trivia and they're just gonna be like playing Taylor Swift the whole night. And Rachel actually won 2 free tickets for us, so that's like extra cool. For my skate night outfit, I am embracing folklore. I have this Invisible String t-shirt that I ordered when the album came out. I got something on it right here that I don't know what it is, but it's super annoying. I have a cardigan. I don't have the cardigan, I wish I did, but I have a cardigan. I have my friendship necklace that I made with Rachel. I have Saturn and she has the moon, because in the song 7 by Taylor Swift, she says, "I love you to the moon and to Saturn." So Rachel and I wanted to make friendship necklaces, so I'm wearing that. And now that I have bangs, I can kind of do like the folklore Taylor Swift hairstyles. So I'm doing this, and then I might do like 2 smaller space buns down here, or I might just leave it how it is. But also I have some sparkly silver star hair clips that I got for a Greta Van Fleet concert, but they work perfectly for this because on the original like Taylor Swift folklore cardigan, there are like stars around the elbows that are silver, and there's a lot of like star imagery in the folklore album. So I'm gonna put little star clips in my hair later. Very excited about it. So mine's a very like low-key Taylor outfit, but I think it'll be fun and it'll be comfortable for skating and stuff. And then Rachel actually got to go to the Eras tour, so she has an actual like Eras tour outfit that she's going to wear. The one that she's wearing is from Reputation, and I'm pretty sure it's an outfit that Taylor wore during the Look What You Made Me Do music video, but it's a super cute outfit. Reputation is her favorite album and Folklore is my favorite album, and I love the Folklore aesthetic so much, but Lover definitely aligns more with my personal aesthetic. So that's what I was going to try to do first before this outfit, but I just like couldn't find something that I liked in time, and I already had all of this, so it was perfect. So those are my plans for today / tonight. Very exciting. I'm so glad that these things are happening during this readathon so that I can like vlog them and stuff. I'll try to get as much footage as I can. But now I'll tell you about my tarot card choosing idea. I have an actual deck of tarot cards. It's a really pretty deck, so I figured I could go through that and find the cards that I drew and set them all out on the ground, and I'm going to have Markle pick my tarot card for me. I'm just gonna put like a treat on each card and see which one he goes to, and whichever one he chooses will be the one that I base my book picture around. Happy day 3 of the readathon. I'm so sad that it's the last day, but I'm also just really excited to like spend the whole entire day doing cozy hobbies and reading. For a reading update, I am now 82% of the way through Assistant to the Villain, and I'm still just loving it. At this point, I would give it like a 4.5. It's just slowly like getting better for me. I'm really thinking that this could be a 5-star book. I'm really enjoying it. The banter is awesome. It's just silly. There are stakes to the story, but it also doesn't feel too intense. I like that there are kind of a lot of political things that are going on, but it's not too much that it's hard to like keep all the details straight. I love all of the characters and that we're starting to really get to know them and they're starting to like open up to one another. I just keep smiling while I'm reading this and I'm just having a really good time. Other readathon updates are that I took my picture for today. The prompt was just pumpkin. So for my pumpkin picture, I wanted to show off the pumpkin that I painted during the paint party the other night. You've seen it as I've been working on it, but this is it in like better lighting. I'm actually not all the way done with it yet. I still have like this little section right here, but I really like it. I think it's so cute. I'm so glad that I did this on a fake pumpkin so that I can keep it and reuse it every year. So even though I'm not done with that yet, I'm not gonna keep painting it right now. I'm gonna take a break and work on some diamond painting. For the readathon, Zoe came up with a vlogging prompt, which I love, and it's to do a cozy hobby and show it off in your video. And so today I'm going to be diamond painting while I listen to the rest of my book. I have a canvas that I've been working on for probably like a month now, and it's like a mountain flower scene with a little black cat in the middle of it. And I'm pretty close to being done with it, but also I got a new canvas that's very kind of like dark and moody, but also with like bright pops of color, and it's very like groovy and kind of like psychedelic, and I really want to start that one. So I don't really know which one I'm going to work on, but I'm going to sit down and work on one of them today. Also, I got clips of it, but I had the nicest surprise today. One of my neighbors accidentally got one of our packages, and so she was dropping it off, and I was like, I don't even know what I ordered. So I opened it, and it was a surprise package from my friend Elise. And it had a Halloween Kuromi Squishmallow in it from my wish list, and also a graphic novel that was from my wish list that I've been really excited to read. I literally almost started crying. It was the sweetest surprise. So Elise, if you're watching, thank you so much. It means so much to me that you thought of me and wanted to send me something. I included that Kuromi squish in my pumpkin picture because she's just too cute not to. Also, book club and skating last night was super fun. I forgot to get clips of book club, but I did get some footage of us at the skating rink. It was so fun, but my feet hurt so bad now. It was really busy, and there were like tons of like little kids that were like flying all over the floor, and like I had to be really careful to not crash. I am very proud to say that I did not biff it though this time. They also had like Taylor themed food and drinks. So Rachel and I both got a lover drink. It was like Sprite with watermelon and strawberry and like some other flavors in it. And then it had pink and blue cotton candy on the top of it. And then they also had some like star shaped sugar cookies. So we also each got one of those because they were totally giving folklore vibes. They were so cute and so yummy.
It dries up and now there's just one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to drive on, but not what it seems. The poison is spilling upstream, and it's taking out every living thing. Every living thing. Who told you that you were no good? There's no use in trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should.
It's the next day, so the readathon is officially over. I'm so sad because this was such a fun weekend. It was such a good turnout, and I loved seeing everyone's posts and their pumpkins. So thank you so much if you participated. I feel like it was just such a successful readathon. It was also very successful for me personally with my reading. I finished the audiobook for Assistant to the Villain yesterday while I was diamond painting, and I gave it 5 stars. It ended on a cliffhanger though, so I need the next book like right now, but it doesn't come out until next September. So I'm kind of sad about that, but I guess it'll just give me an excuse to reread this next year before the next one comes out. I feel like everything that I have to say about this is pretty much what I said about it yesterday. I loved the writing, I loved how quirky it was, I loved the romance, I loved the characters, I loved the setting, the character development, the creatures that were in it. It was just such a fun time. If you like cozy fantasy, you 100% need to pick this up. I think it's totally worth the hype. I also just feel like this year I've really found my like niche within books that I like and like genres, and it's definitely cozy fantasy. Earlier this year, reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and then The Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I'm also in the middle of A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. Like, I'm really just finding like what I like in books. and it's really exciting. I just really love that for me. Speaking of another cozy fantasy, Garlic and the Witch. I read this last night before going to bed, and I also loved this one. I gave this one 5 stars. I kind of went into this knowing that I would probably like it and give it like 4 stars, but I just kind of figured since it's a sequel that it probably wouldn't live up to the first book, but it totally did. Like, this had so much character development in it. It was just so cute. It had all the same themes as the first one with like trying to be brave and getting over like anxiety, but this one also had a lot of things about like coping with change, and it was just really sweet, and you just find out so much more about like these characters and stuff even though it's such a short book. I just got a lot out of it, and as always the illustrations were just beautiful. So I kind of can't believe it, but I had 2 5-star books this weekend. I love that for me so much. They're definitely new favorites. These are also both perfect for fall in my opinion, so if you need some fall book recommendations, these are a couple. I think that's pretty much it for this video though. Thank you, Zoe, so much for coming up with such a fun readathon and asking me to co-host with you. I had the absolute best time. Again, thank you so much if you participated in the readathon. If you made it to the end of the video, leave a frog emoji in the comments, since I painted frogs on my pumpkin for the pumpkin painting party, and also because there's a frog character in this named Kingsley. I'm pretty sure I've already told you about him. So leave a frog emoji because of that. Thank you so much for watching though, and I will see you in the next one.